What's up, SEMO? I'm Brittany Harry.
And I'm Justin Fisher, and welcome to this week's Aero Sneak Peek.
Mold. Gross, right? It's something you never want to be around. Any circumstance involving mold on campus should be taken seriously, as it can cause health problems. Ashley Craver looks at one example, the Alpha Chi Omega House.
Despite recent claims of a harmful mold problem on campus, Facility Management Safety Specialist Autumn Gentry provides results to prove there is not. In the case of the Alpha Chi House, Gentry does say that there was a problem last year, yet was immediately brought to their attention and was fixed. Air quality reports showed that their house is still clean from mold except in one area, which was by the kitchen trash can, where Gentry said is completely normal. The latest report was taken September 4th of this year. Assistant Director of Facilities and Operations, Kim Fees, agrees with Gentry on the alleged mold problem.
From my perspective, there's not a mold problem in the dorms. And so at the beginning of the year, I heard of such report, and thus we had it tested, and we worked through facilities management. We had some samples taken, and we send those off to a third-party vendor, which they analyzed those samples, and those samples came back and said that the spore counts of whatever's in the air outside is higher than what was found in the building. So when that happens, that means we don't have a mold issue in our...
He says that if you think there is a mold problem, to place a work order so it can be researched. According to Gentry, she handles these work orders personally, and they are at the top of her priorities.
Mental illness. It's nothing to shame, and both young and old can suffer from it in some form. I spoke with several students on campus. Each had a different encounter with its devastating effects. Naomi Bevel has been suffering from depression since her teenage years. She didn't see an out, but she pulled through when she found the love of her life.
First tried to commit suicide when I was 13. It was really simple. I just took a bottle of Tylenol, basically. To this day, I don't know why I honestly felt like I needed to do that. It was just, I think at the time, I felt like I just didn't want to be there anymore. Once I got to college, after I pushed through the high school life, once I got to college, I started thinking maybe it is probably time I start talking to people about this. Maybe it's time that I actually, get help for it. So I had a wonderful person by my side. It was my boyfriend, who's currently my fiance. And I really talked to him about it, and he was really supportive.
Andrea Statler has seen the effects of severe depression, but it wasn't her, it was someone she loves dearly. They tried to take their own life.
The whole, none of us really saw that there was any huge issue going on. I mean, she seemed relatively like herself, but she's a very good actress. Whenever somebody so close to you actually attempts that and is successful or isn't successful, I think it just kind of takes a toll on you that death is a real thing, and this is something that impacts more people than the person who died.
If you're in need of someone to speak with, there are several avenues on campus, all of which are completely free of cost.
Currently, the training clinic is kind of an extension of counseling and disability services. It's set up to where we can have graduate students in practicum and internship that are training to become counselors with supervision to pretty much continue counseling in evening hours. Ideally, we'd like to expand it to where we have community involvement, but currently it's just for students, and it's us 3 students able to help other students that are going through troubles, just like they would get in counseling disability services, and get it in evening hours. As you go into counseling, it's completely non-judgmental. They don't care what you've done. They accept you, and they just talk to you. It's not as scary as a lot of people think that it is. It's just going in and talking to somebody.
Have you heard of Rockin for Relief? Well, it came to Cape Girardeau. Nearly 300 volunteers were rocking and rocking chairs across town to raise money for the families of fallen police officers, firefighters, and EMTs. Since 2009, the event has raised $88,000.
Crews are just about to break ground on Greek Village. Construction was approved by the Board of Regents in a unanimous vote. Kiefner Construction Company was awarded the contract. Kiefner has also constructed the Student Recreation Center North, the MMTF parking structure, and most recently, the scoreboard in Houck Stadium. The estimated cost is a whopping $7,718,500.
That's quite a bit of money. There will be 4 houses in all, 2 being completed for the fall of 2016 semester, the other 2 being completed for the fall semester of 2017. Pi Kappa Alpha, Sigma Chi, Sigma Nu, and Sigma Phi Epsilon will have a space. The 4 fraternities will be repaying the cost through a lease with the university.
We would like to take this time to bid farewell to the Arrow's content advisor, or past I should say, Rachel Crater. We will miss the game nights, the random One Direction comments, and every other moment you spent with us at the Arrow. We wish you good luck at your new position in San Diego. But that's all we have time for this week for news. Don't forget you can read all these stories and more in print or online at southeastarrow.com.
You can also check out the Arrow on social media by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter and Instagram.
That's what's up, SEMO. We'll see you next week.